I'll go get the shovel. Shovel all this stuff off. This white sand. 25 degrees outside and a comfortable 64 in here. We got the fire going. Curly's having a good time here. Our fire is actually our fire pit is actually covered with snow, and also we're going to attempt to make a char-cloth in the stove here. So we're going to get some coals going here. Here we go. Okay, the first thing you need to have is to make char-cloth. You need cotton, 100% cotton. Can't have anything else, any kind of other material in it. Has to be 100% cotton. So I got an old T-shirt here and cut some of that apart. A little round. We have a small tin. You need a tin. And I cut small little rounds here to put inside, so we can put those inside the fire. 4, 5 that I cut out into little rounds. So we're going to put those inside this. But the first thing we need to do right now is to either drill or puncture a small hole on the lid in order for the smoke to come out of. So we're going to do that. I'm going to puncture it with whatever we have. I might do it with the scissors because we don't have any nails or a drill down at camp here. So, or maybe with a knife here, just enough for the smoke to come out of. I'm just going to use the tip of the knife here, but I'm going to need something to drive it in. So I'm going to use the whatever we have here. Is the the big axe that we have. So here we go. Okay, let me double check that. It has to be large enough. Might be okay. I'm going to try to make it a little bit wider, but not too much. And that's sharp right there, so I think I'm going to try to take that down a little bit. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, this is the first time that we've ever done this, so I'm going to put maybe just 2. We have, I think, 5, so I might just put 2 in for now, okay, just to see how it works. And we're going to cover it. Now you can do this, I heard, with a tuna can, any kind of tin, but it has to be kind of sealed and have a hole. I hope the hole isn't too large, but we'll find out. It'll be trial and error. It does work. This cotton should be all black, like a charcoal black, and it's very delicate though. When you pull it out, you have to be very careful with it. A lot of times you just keep them in the same tin, or if you have a tin without the hole, you can store it in there and keep them dry. Basically what a char-cloth is for is to, if you have a flint and steel, or a like a Swedish fire steel fire starter, anything like that, or whatever you're using, even if it's a bow drill to start a fire, having a char-cloth is a really good thing, because what it does is when you that first spark, it ignites the char-cloth, and it'll keep burning without going out, and then that's when you get your tinder and create the flame. So it's a good thing to have in a survival pack or whatever. So we're gonna give this a shot and see what happens. Okay, we have our tin and the cotton in there. We're gonna open this up, and we got some. Granted, it's 25 degrees out and we have the door open, so I'm gonna bring some coals down here closer. Okay, I'm gonna put it right there, and we're gonna let that burn, and we'll keep an eye on that, and it should start smoking, and there should be a flame coming from the hole. So we'll see what happens here. This is our first attempt at making char-cloth, so you can see it starting to smoke in the middle, and eventually it'll start catching on fire. So then once that happens, we'll leave it in for several minutes. It's really smoking now. It's really doing real well now. Hopefully those two things, there it is, it's starting to burn. And you can smell the cotton burning, and that's fine. Eventually it'll burn all that cotton, and it'll become black. So I'm going to just leave it in there for a little bit longer, see what happens. Okay, it's been about another minute, so it's been on there for about 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm going to take it out right now very carefully. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here on the side so it cools. Colonists used to do this years and years ago, hundreds of years ago, and it was a main thing that a lot of frontiersmen would take with them, is definitely have char-cloth, because it's very difficult, very hard to start a fire without matches or anything else. So most of the frontiersmen had a flint and steel to start their fires. Indians, would tend to use the bow drill to start fires, but when trade became very commonplace in the colonies, they eventually got their hands on cast iron and flint and steel and things like that. So it's a good thing to have. We have in my packs, we always have some sort of flint and steel, or like a Swedish fire starter. There she is, all nice and comfy. Gotta lift the lid up. I gotta be careful though. So here we go. I don't know if you can see it. That's the Char-Cloth right there. And I'm going to, there's two, I only put two in, so I'm taking the one off. And let's see here. I gotta be careful because it's real delicate. So we have two. They're very small, but if you have a larger tin, you can cut a larger piece of material. But really, to start a fire, all you really need is something like that. And I'm going to do that next. I want to make sure this works. So what I will do is use a flint and steel and try to get a spark on it and see what happens from there. But right now, I'm going to put another. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put a few more, the other remainder, 3 in there that I've had, and I'm going to do it again. So here's 3 here, and I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to repeat it so I have enough. All right. Okay, we got our Char-Cloth here, and I'm only going to use one. So we need to save some. Now with Char-Cloth, I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens here. Now, if you want to zoom out, I do have. This is the dryer lint that I was talking about. We have a dog, so there's a lot of dog hair in here, so which is good. You could use it. But this is very, very flammable. It's great to have on a to start a fire. It's your tinder and it's dry. Okay, we got the dryer lint right here, and I ordered online. You can get these any reenactor sites, I guess. These are very common reenactor sites that you can get. So over here, I just want to show you a little spark that this creates. Right. I don't know if you saw the spark. You do it, but it could take you a long time to start a fire. It's something you have to really practice on. And there's some spark there, but the key is to get that spark on that Char-Cloth. Once you get a spark on there, it should ignite. And it's not going to like flare up or anything like that. It'll be a nice slow burn. And that's what you take advantage of, is that slow burn. And you get that tinder, and you start get the oxygen on it, and it should work. So, okay, here we go. Okay, we have a little bit of this. You see how it's burning? So we're going to grab some of this right here. And it's burning nicely. I can feel the heat. So what we're going to do is a little bit of oxygen. There we go. Now at this point, This is the tinder you should have available. Small little pieces of wood, so it catches. That's pretty much basically you're ready for starting a fire right now. I'm not. I just wanted to show you how to do it, but it's ready to go. And you can see the char cloth right in here. It's still lit. There's a little ember. The flint and steel, and we made our own char cloth. So I hope this is a learning experience for everybody, as it was for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Check back again for more videos that we'll be uploading, and give it a try yourself. 15 degrees. I made a bad move. Yep. No, I made a wrong move. Well, I'll figure that out, that's for sure. No. 15 degrees outside and 71 degrees inside, right here, with the fire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cold up.